Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Christina. I'm glad you're here. Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's me, Christina. I have to apologize about the blurry intro. It's just the intro, it's just a couple of seconds, so we're all good. The actual reaction is sharp and you can see me beautifully and well, but the intro is not. So apologies about that, but I'm glad that at least in the intro you can very clearly see my shirt. That is more important than my face. So enjoy the video. Welcome to a Plexus call from somebody I reacted to already a couple of months ago. It is somebody who said, I'm a big mouth from Texas. And I said, hello, I'm a big mouth from Berlin. I will link the video up here if you're interested. It is somebody who is higher up in Plexus, who has a big team and is allegedly now also charging their team for these team calls. I mean, you let me know if you would spend a dime on this, if you think it's worth any money. And then these calls are also publicly available, so why would I spend money on something that you publicly share anyways? It's very strange. It's very MLM-y, I'm sure. It doesn't make sense in my opinion, but we're going to listen to her call where she is advising her team how to create a marketing system on social media. So let's see what all of the Plexus Huns are going to post on social media and how they're going to utilize social media to market their business.
Hey team, Emily Roberts here. I'm so excited to share with you this marketing system that you can create for your businesses. So I have this checklist in front of me that I'm going to walk you through to help you hit all the marks to create a system for whatever platform you decide to use, okay? So first things first, are you going to work on Facebook or Instagram? I do think that you should pick. I think it's important to focus on one area, and if things are growing great for you on Facebook, stay there. If things are growing on Instagram, then work on that platform. But you have to pick a platform to begin. If you feel like you have gotten it down on both, then by all means work both. But for me personally, I chose Instagram. I am loving interacting with new followers and like-minded moms on that platform that are helping me grow my business. After you pick your platform, you have to develop some sort of strategy. And I love what I learned in this. It says, strategy is an integrative set of choices that positions you on a playing field of your choice in a way that you would win. We want to win, right? We want to rank up. We want to grow. And you can't do that if you're doing the same things over and over expecting a different result.
We want to rank up, we want to grow. So this is a marketing system that is supposed to help the Plexus Hunt to recruit, because otherwise you don't grow in Plexus. And I would say the first step is not just to pick social media or the social media platform you want to use. If you're new to the MLM business industry, you might want to understand who your target audience is, and then you can pick the social media platform. Facebook is older than Instagram and is older than TikTok. So all of these things are things you might want to consider before you pick the platform, because that would be an important part of the strategy who you want to pitch Plexus to.
So strategy has a theory. Here's why I'm choosing to be on this platform versus this one. Here's how I'm going to stand out and create new contacts and relationship. And here's why people are going to love following me for my content and how I'm going to be their favorite follow.
But part of the strategy should also be to then pick the platform beforehand, because it's part of the strategy. Also, if you hear a lot of noise now and it's getting really dark, there is strong winds coming my way. So if you cannot see me anymore, it's because there's a thunderstorm approaching Berlin, and it was only supposed to be here in an hour. We will see. It's okay. Let's continue with Plexus.
So your strategy has to be clear and doable. We're no longer chasing likes and views. We are getting intentional with quality content versus the quantity. You don't have to post every single day. You don't have to make a reel every single day. If you made, 2 significant reels a week, 1 reel a week to reach that exact audience that you're looking for, you're going to experience growth. And this marketing strategy is how you're going to get there.
I would say if you want to connect to people on social media, you need to feed the algorithm of the platform you're on, whatever that is. Keep your eyes out for that. Posting 2 reels a week might not be doable for somebody who is new, who is not successful in MLMs yet, who started maybe not too long ago. You need to feed the algorithm of that specific platform. And I would say that you need to post more. That is why we see the Huns posting all the time.
So, after you have defined your strategy, and that's going to look like figuring out what you want to do on that platform. So, on Instagram, am I going to have a niche account or am I going to operate from pillars? So, a niche is one specific topic, and you're going to post about that all the time. Let's say it's organizing. So, your entire account would be organizational tips, how to organize, organizing by color, alphabetical, whatever that looks like, okay? And if you were gonna do pillars, maybe it's motherhood, organizing your toddlers and recipes for toddlers, right? That's more of a lifestyle. You're under the umbrella of motherhood, organization, and being a toddler mom.
And that's also probably your target audience because you want to pitch this to mothers who are desperate need of money to organize their toddlers and who want to stay at home with their children.
So pick which strategy you think fits for you. For me, that looks like pillars. I wrote down mom life, providing recipes, and then I have this thing that I call my what questions. It helps me when I feel like I have mommy brain, and I ask myself, okay, well, what am I drinking today? What am I wearing today? How can I add value? What am I cooking? What am I reading? What am I listening to? And I share about those things on social media so that I can add value, and maybe it will encourage another mom to drink the Plexus drink or order the blue light glasses I got on Amazon or whatever that looks like, okay? After you define if you are going to do a niche or pillar strategy, you are going to look at some of the different exercises we're about to dive into. Now, one of them is kind of framework for content. It's the 10 by 10 by 10. So look at the last 10 accounts that you followed. Generally, they're bigger accounts. They get a lot of interaction. Go look at the most top 10 well done reels or content that has the most likes and engagement for them. And then I want you to imitate that 10 times, right? So whatever top 10 posts of theirs did really well, how can your pillar strategy fit into those 10 pieces of content? And the beauty of that is if you're following 10 accounts and you take 10 different posts and you implement 10 different ideas, you're looking at 100 days worth of content that you can create. There's no more of that hustle and bustle and what do I post today? You have 100 ideas based off of those 10 accounts and what posts or what reels did really well, okay?
But it is still hustle and bustle. I mean, all of this is just a sideshow to connect with people on social media so that you can sell products and then you can pitch the business opportunity. And this also sounds, I don't know, if you follow 10 Instagram accounts, are all of these MLM accounts from people who are in multi-level marketing companies so that you can also pitch the opportunity, that you can also pitch the products in a better way? Or are these just non-MLM related Instagram accounts? Because you still need to sell the opportunity and the products. While I get it is interesting to have inspiration from other accounts, I mean, you could say you're pretty much just copying them, but when you take inspiration from other accounts that are not MLM related, you still need to get the curve to not just connect to people totally genuinely, of course. You need to sell something. You need to be able to sell them on something, the products or the business opportunity.
That is an excellent way to create content. Another idea is the 13 by 4 process. Has anyone ever heard of Chat GPT? Okay, it's something I was actually really resistant to. I didn't want to have to learn another thing.
Has anyone ever heard of Chat GPT? Has anybody ever heard of the Middle Ages? Yes. It's been utilized now a lot. It's arrived in the middle of society, in the middle of the Han society, where people need to utilize tools for social media. We've heard about Chat GPT. I think we have, Emily. Thank you. And all of these numbers, they're making my brain fried. It's the 10 by 10 by 10, the 13 by 4, the 0 plus 3, the 18 minus 14. Just say what you want to say.
But actually, I'm learning a lot and I'm really excited about this resource. It's a free resource. You can download ChatGPT There's an app for it on your phone or your computer. And what I think is really cool about AI tools like this is it does a lot of the work and heavy lifting for you. It's just up to you to decide, do I have a niche account or a pillar account? So for me, I have that pillar account, and I could ask ChatGPT something about my pillar, one of my 3 pillars, okay? So it would look like this. You're gonna take 13 commonly asked questions or objections about the brand, industry, or niche, or your pillars that you are working with, okay? So for me, being a pillar account, I'm looking for this to give me at least 52 pieces of content because I have the answers. I have the solutions to these questions, right? I'm a mom, and one of my pillars is mom life. So if I were to go and ask ChatGPT, what are 13 commonly asked questions about recipes for families of 5? It's going to give me 13 questions for different types of recipes for large families, and I then have the 13x4 formula to go and create over 52 pieces of recipe content I can integrate into my social media. There's no more sitting there and looking through content calendars or thinking. You're bringing the content straight to you, and I love that. And this is a resource that you can teach your VIPs that want a marketing system that they can use and grow with. You can also do this with gut health and baseball and homeschool or organizing, whatever it is that you think your brand and your pillars look like, okay?
That sounds so random, but gut health is actually one of the stable pillars and plexus that the Huns try to push all the time. What I gather from this strategy is, though, copy people you follow on Instagram or on the social media platform you want to focus on and pretty much copy what they're already doing, or let an AI tool do the work for you, do the work for the content that you want to post. It's raining really heavy, by the way, right now, so if you hear raindrops or if there's the noise interrupting, I'm sorry. It's the world is drowning here at the moment. This sounds like a typical, very lazy attempt of don't come up with your own ideas, copy from other people, copy from other tools, and that way you have content that you can post regularly because you need to network with people and you need to network with new people all the time. That is why it's important for you to have new eyes on your content all the time. Otherwise, your business is dying.
Lastly is they did a diamond exercise where you take a diamond and you have different percentages of how you're going to work your business, okay? And what it looks like is if you were to print out a blank calendar, what would your content calendar look like if you wrote it, okay? We're not going to Pinterest anymore. We're creating our own content calendar. So you're going to look at how many posts you have committed to for the month of May or the month of June. For me, it's 3 times a week, good quality posts. And you're going to take that number and break it down 50% for the content to grow your audience, 30% to build your brand, and 20% to sell Plexus. Okay? So the majority of it is something like, is this shareable? Is what I'm creating adding value, and is it shareable? 30% of it to build your brand. So who are you? What are your opinions? What are things that you've learned, like, your life lessons you've learned about this particular topic. And then, hey, here's something that I'm using that's made life easier. I'm selling this to you, right? That last 20%. So it's called the diamond exercise. You do that, or the 13x4 framework, or the 10x10x10 formula. You are guaranteed to have the marketing system people are paying big bucks for, and you're getting that right here today. So pick which resource that you want to use and dive in.
Allegedly, she's also charging people for those trainings, so would this be worth you paying for this team call? Is this inspirational for you if you want to have a marketing system on social media? In German, we have a saying, it's in die hohle Hand gepupt, which I'm not going to translate this, but it's like, it's not worth it. I wouldn't pay for this, would you?
Okay, let's finish up this checklist. I have committed to posting 3 times a week. That's a 1 quality reel, 1 quality post or carousel post, right? Where you have to swipe through to get the information you're looking for. And then getting in my stories at least 3 times during the week. I'm utilizing automation, which we talked about on a different team Zoom, where I downloaded an app called ManyChat, and I'm creating replies with share cart links or my jot form links, so that if they send me a keyword like info or active or gut health, it is going to send them that link, my diamond documentary, or whatever resource it is that they're looking for. And you can do that for anything. Comment recipe, comment baseball, whatever that looks like. I highly suggest setting up jot form or the ManyChat automation to help you with posting in your stories. After you have figured out your content breakdown, that 50%, 20, and 30, for me, it looks like motherhood, recipes, and my fitness. So getting outside and walking and going to burn boot camp, right? Those are mine. And I can integrate Plexus into that some way, somehow. I am going to really commit to this. I'm signing my name on my notes that I'm taking. I'm putting the date, so I know I committed today in May to do this and stick with it for the next 90 days to see this marketing system come to life.
This doesn't sound like a marketing system to me, though. It's figure out a way how to post regularly. Make sure you share something about yourself, about you, your personality, about posts that are shareable because you want to grow on social media, and also about Plexus, of course. And this post quality content is very fluid. It's a very fluid term that can mean a lot for a lot of people. I'm sorry, but if I look at a lot of what the Plexus people are posting, I wouldn't consider this quality content. The same is true for a lot of people also on social media in general, content creators, vloggers, who for a lot of times also tried to tell, they had like Q&As, and they tried to tell the people in their comment section or who were asking them questions what they should do if they want to grow their social media following. All of that was available for free, but it was, I'm committing to uploading a certain amount of time during the week or during the month. I have a fixed schedule and I want to bless you with quality content. And in the end, it was just a person walking around with a camera, I think back then through Los Angeles, with a winky wonky camera, and we followed that person through Beverly Hills, grabbing a coffee here or there, her petting her cat, all of these things that are cute and everything, but it didn't have a lot to do with quality content. Those are always very fluid words, and if you don't show people specifically how is that quality content, what makes your real quality content that people will appreciate, they want to follow you, then all of these things are pretty much worthless. What is quality for her when she posts about Plexus, when she posts about recipes, about toddlers, about burn boot camp? What is quality? Because if you look at the actual content, many times it is very lackluster, and a lot of people would probably argue that they wouldn't describe that type of content as quality content.
I'm not telling you to go and tell your new VIPs to just, buckle down. We're going to market the crap out of you. No. I want you to do this and make it so simple that you can turn around and teach your people how to create a marketing system for their businesses. I can't wait to see what you guys choose. I can't wait to see you grow on your favorite social media platform. Let's get to it.
Let's not get to it. Post on social media all you want, but let's not fall for Plexus. So if you see any of these tactics from this content marketing system from Plexus hands, maybe they are on Emily's team and they're trying to do their best. In the end, this is not a system. All of these words, all of these definitions, all of these descriptions are very general, and they're very fluid. This is not a system. You're just telling people to post regularly, and to post regularly for the next 3 months so that they can boost the algorithm, to post regularly within that period of time as well, and to focus on growing their social media on one of the social media platforms so that they're able to put more effort into this. And then you're also telling them to not push Plexus all the time, because that would very likely throw people off. That is not a system. That could have been an email, in my opinion. I don't know, was this a system for you? Is this a training worth sitting on for you? Is this a training worth paying money for, for you? Because this to me is not new. It's not a modern new approach to a content creation system for people in MLMs. It is just the same, the same old, if you will. I don't see the value or the worth in that. It could have been an email, it could have been a paragraph, I could have just worded it as quickly as I did. So, okay. And in the end, all of these, I would call them tips, all of these points, they're also just one part of promoting Plexus. Because, yeah, you need to continuously have more people in your network. You need to reach out to more people. You need more people to follow you and your content so that you can then pitch to them. But this is only one part of what you should do when you are in an MLM. You can reach out to people, you can post as much as you want to, but that doesn't mean that you've made a sale. That doesn't mean that you've recruited somebody. You still need to do something with it. This really is just the first step to connect to people, to then pitch them, whatever it is that you want to pitch them. And it sounds like it's very, very time consuming just to have more eyes on your content. You haven't sold anything yet. You haven't recruited. So all of this could be time, hours and hours and hours of Plexus hands trying to connect with people, and they will not be rewarded for that because they weren't able to sell and they weren't able to recruit. Sounds like this could be a lot of time wasted on an opportunity that will not pay them back. This was not a system. These were tips, points, hints, sentences, words. I don't see this as a system, but I guess in MLMs it is a system. I still have cat hair flying around in this office because the boys are long, long gone. They're home, thriving, living their best life there, and I'm still stuck with their cat hair, which is beautiful. I just opened a drawer today and I found Poopsie's cat hair there, and I thought, oh, the little boy. But yeah, the boys are long gone, but their hair is still here, and it will be here forever. Yeah, but that's not the point of this video. It's not a system. It's just hints, tips, bullet points. Like I said, it could have been an email. Before the world is drowning now in Berlin, I'm going to stop recording. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope that the climate is better where you are at right now. There's a lot of flooding at the moment in the south of Germany and also in other parts of Europe and also in the world. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. If you like these types of videos, then please subscribe. If you like this specific one, give it a thumbs up. That helps the channel out a lot. If you would like to comment something, feel free to do that in the comment section down below. That also helps the channel out a lot. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!